Hey guys, Matt Allen here. Welcome back to Tactical Bass, and today we're headed out on the water. We're going clear water smallmouth fishing. If this is something you've never seen, you've got to see it. I love chasing smallmouth. Day in and day out, I spend most of my time targeting largemouth, but when I get a chance to go smallmouth fishing, I always take it. Clear water can be a challenge. Sometimes you need really light line. If it gets overcast or we get some wind and some chop, sometimes you can get away with heavy line. It just depends on the day. But today, the water's crystal clear. I mean, we're sitting in 10 feet and I could read a newspaper on the bottom. Crystal clear. But big smallmouth like to creep around on the sand in this area. So we're going to go out, see if we can run into some of those fish and get them to eat. Got him. Big old smallmouth. Got him. That's the way to start an afternoon on the water right there. Beautiful, well, beautiful besides that giant sore. Check that out. He smoked it. So guys, what I'm doing is I'm fishing a very sandy bottom. And these beautiful smallmouth stand out on that sandy bottom. It's a nice fish. So I'm creeping along, no electronics, creeping along, and when I see one of these fish, I take that stealth Invader. Come on out of there. I take that stealth Invader and I throw it out on the sand ahead of those fish, and I just let it sit on the bottom. And then I just reel it a little bit and stop. Reel a little bit and stop. And they'll just swim over, and I can see when they notice it. All of a sudden they'll turn and they'll just start coming, and then I just wait. They swim up and they inspect it, and dunk, they eat that thing. It's awesome. I'm going to attempt to let you guys see what I see out there. I don't know if you can see them or not. There's a group of smallmouth swimming around on that sand out there. That's what I'm targeting. This isn't the best view. You guys are looking right through my sunglasses, but hopefully you can see those smallmouth swimming out there across that sand. Got him. I missed one, and another one came over and got it. This This is another beautiful fish. Oh my, that's a big one right there. Look at that thing. Just choked that Stealth Invader. Wow, what a fish. I need to weigh this one. 5.66 pounds. Awesome. Giant smallmouth. Monster. Let's get her back in the water. That's incredible. That bait, it just looks like a goby or a sculpin. I put it on a 1/8 ounce Dirty Jigs guppy head, 6-pound fluorocarbon. And I already told you, just barely dragging. They just come over and tag it. Wow, I'm sure glad that first one missed it so that giant could eat it. So before I even turned the camera on, I had covered probably half a mile of water and saw half a dozen small ones. But all of a sudden in this area, there's just a group of big fish. And that's a common thing where they'll group up and then they'll feed together. You know, this time of year, the cold is coming. Still super nice today, but the cold is coming. These fish, they know that clock starts and they know, and they'll bunch up and they'll feed. As I stood up to make another cast just now, I could see 4 more big ones out here. So I'm gonna stand back up, send a long cast, see what happens. I've got all 4 of them looking at it. Got him. Unreal. When they group up like that, it's good and bad. The competition can usually get one of them to bite. But if one of them busts you, if one of them gets the feeling that it's not real, they all freak out. So there's good and bad, but it worked out. Look at the size of that fish. Golly. How fun. I love when a plan comes together. I love it. That Stealth Invader, that is such an overlooked bait. Here one comes. He's looking. He's looking at it. He's gonna let it go, and here comes 2 more. Got him. The big one said no, the little one said yes. Of course, little is a relative term. Still a very nice fish. Oh, I've got eyes on a big one. She doesn't have eyes on me yet. She doesn't see the bait. Hopefully she notices it. She just saw it. Come on, fish. Do it. Do it. Come on. Come on. You know you're hungry. You know you need to bulk up. Take the shot. Come on. She didn't do it. Oh, she turned around again. Oh, she's got competition coming. This is a big one too. The second one ate it. Swam right over and took it from her. This is 100% sight fishing, but it's more like saltwater fishing, like sight casting on flats, than anything else that we do in freshwater. It's very unique. It's one of my favorite ways to catch a smallmouth. Golly, that's a big one. Look at that thing. Normally I would do this with a tube, but this Stealth Invader does an amazing job too. In fact, I might even tie a tube on. As soon as it came out of my mouth, I should have a tube on. See if we can get them to go on that too. This is a really nice fish. Let me see what it weighs. No way. 5.04. Another 5-pounder. That's incredible. What a fish. All right, as soon as it came out of my mouth, I had to do it. I rigged up that little STH 2.5-inch tube. Little tiny hook in there. Let's see what happens. Neither one of them has taken the shot. Darn it. Oh, there we go. The small one did. First cast with the tube. That first one that swam over, it wouldn't surprise me if that was a 6-pound smallmouth. And this little guy came in there with him, and this little guy is no slouch. Awesome. Beautiful fish. Well, like I said, normally I would do this with a tube. There's a reason. It works too. Got him. That was out in even deeper water. I saw one swimming out offshore. I threw out ahead of it. That fish turned around and came in and tagged that tube. Check that out. That same STH tube. He wanted it. Now, I know all the guys in the South that are watching this right now are like, this does not apply to me at all. And I know, that's true. But this is one of my personal favorite ways to fish. Anytime I get an opportunity where I can find fish up on sand or up on rock flats and I can sight cast them similar to saltwater, I take the opportunity. I don't even care what the species is. That's how much I enjoy doing it. When it's smallmouth, that's the best of the best. It is incredible. If you ever get the opportunity, you should do it. Whether that's on the Great Lakes, whether that's an inland lake, or whether that's saltwater somewhere, you should take the opportunity to sight cast. It's just so much fun. So hopefully, this is the second best thing, right? Coming along with me, seeing it happen. For some of you, maybe that's the only opportunity you'll get, and I want you to get to see what this is about. Oh, there's a bunch of them right here. Guys, I found another school. We've been traveling for quite a while, just going down the bank, and I just found another big group. You've got to throw off to the side or I'll spook them all. I just got the attention of one. That'll pull the whole school. Here they come. Got it. What I wouldn't do to have a second person here to fly a drone for you guys right now. I wish you could see what I'm seeing. It's really remarkable the way these fish work as a pack to hunt. Got him. I didn't even see that one. I saw a small fish, like a little, maybe a 1 pounder, and I threw out ahead of it. I've got some glare up there. I don't know where this one came from, but that was a trade up. I've gone back to that stealth Invader. So much fun. The big thing with this style of fishing is preparation before you even get to the lake. It's all about stealth, and it's all about being able to cover water without the fish seeing you. Like I leaving the house, I never wear bright colors. Now, I have a blue hoodie on today. That's simply because it's a little chilly out here, but my plan was to wear this camo colored sun shirt. Very neutral, very dull. There's a smallmouth right there. The boat's drifting and it just came out from under the boat. I'm gonna see if I can catch it. That would be ridiculous. Oh my gosh, he hit it. That's insane. I'm just gonna let it drag. We'll see if he comes back. Oh, he's coming. What a crazy fish. How funny. Look, he pulled it down. That's wild. Anyway, I wear very, very neutral clothing. If you show up in loud colors, you've already lost. The fish, even if they don't take off and run, the fish will be cautious about your presence. Their behavior changes. Glasses are everything. You need to wear really good quality glasses. These are our tactical bassin glasses that Tim designed. I got him. I just left it dragging out there behind the boat. He tagged it. That's what a day. What a day. So Tim designed those glasses with I Surrender, and that clarity, being able to spot these fish from a long range is so important. Look at that. Come here. It's a good one too. Unreal. Just for fun, I'm gonna weigh that fish. And then I'll try not to get distracted anymore. Jeez. So after that, after good glasses and neutral clothing, that fish, nope, don't thrash. Nope. .2. Wild. After that, it just comes down to quality gear. I'm using ultralight line, right? 6 pound fluorocarbon, straight fluoro, which is not something I usually do. But on the flats, especially if the sun pops out, your line lays such a big shadow on the bottom, it would blow your mind. And those fish, flats fish are funny. They will stay away from that line. Like they'll run off. Your bait could be 50 feet away and they'll run because your line put a shadow on the bottom 10 feet from them. So I use straight fluoro. That helps minimize that. There's still a line, but it helps minimize that. And then I use really soft rods. That Stealth Invader, you know, I'm throwing that on an 1/8 ounce guppy head, little 1/0 hook. And then I'm throwing that, it's a G Loomis GLX, it's the 891. So a 1 power rod, 7'5", 1 power. That lets me really wind up and send it because that rod is so soft. And I can get a ton of distance out of it. You see how hard the hook sets are? That's because I'm trying to hit those fish at distance on straight fluoro with a 1 power. And then that tube that we tied on, that's on a Mega Bass FINESSE. The FINESSE is a 7'6". Same deal, super, super soft. And in there, I've got a 1/4 ounce guppy head to that STH 2.5 inch tube. Stella, and again, 6 pound, straight 6 pound. This is one of the few times where you see me just completely eliminate braid. I'm here to make bomber casts from as far back as I can, as stealthy as I can, so that we can catch giant fish like we did today. I'll link all the gear in the video description. I'll even link you like my apparel and stuff, because staying neutral really does make a difference. When those fish are looking at you and you're looking at them and you're trying to get them to go to a bait, that's a whole different ball game from flipping heavy cover or frogging or ledge fishing or anything else. You should experience it once if you get the opportunity, but hopefully you enjoyed coming along. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I will talk to you soon.